Hall. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Joanne Hayes White, native San Franciscan, proud of my Irish heritage, and it's a pleasure to be here today for the raising of the Irish flag. The Irish, forever optimists, and Mayor Breed, as you raised the flag with the Lord Mayor of Cork and our Irish Consul General, I saw a bit of sunshine through the rain clouds. So that's what today is all about. The Irish have played an integral role in shaping San Francisco across a wide variety of fields, including building, engineering, science, medicine, education, government, and public service. My father, Thomas Hayes, emigrated from County Limerick in 1949 at the age of 24. And like so many immigrants, he found opportunity and a warm welcome here in San Francisco. He also found the love of his life, my mother, Patricia Brosnan, a native San Franciscan whose parents hailed from counties Cork and County Kerry. My siblings and I were raised with great pride in our Irish heritage, and I'm very thankful for
so many
the turnout
immigrants,
today.
he found opportunity
and it gives me great pleasure
and a warm
now
welcome here
to introduce to you our Mayor of San Francisco, Mayor London Breed.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's so great to be here with each and every one of you to celebrate the flag raising that represents our bond, our commitment, and our continued work and growth with the Irish community here in San Francisco. This year's theme is Unite SF. And I appreciate Liam Frost and the United Irish Society and all the work that they have done and continue to do to make sure we are building bridges, that we are working together, and we're doing everything we can to move San Francisco forward. It is so great to be here with the Lord Mayor of Cork, Mayor McCarthy. Thank you so much for your work and for being here in San Francisco to celebrate this occasion with us. And thank you to our Consul General, Micheál Smith, who's just been a great addition to San Francisco. We appreciate and value our working relationship and the significance of what it means. San Francisco has been celebrating St. Patrick's Day for 173 years. We've been celebrating that rich history and valuing the relationship that brings us together. In fact, this year is a little bit more special, Lord Mayor, because we're celebrating also 40 years of the sister city relationship between San Francisco and Cork. It's no wonder that so many of our leaders are joining us here today, and I want to take a moment to recognize them. Thank you to our Chief of Protocol, Miriam Madroglu, for being here and coordinating this event. Thank you to our members of the Board of Supervisors, and I ask you all to stand. Joel Ungardio, Catherine Stephanie, Asha Safai, Matt Dorsey, Myrna Melgar. Thank you very much. I also want to thank our Assembly member, Matt Haney, for being here as well. And finally, recognize the trifecta of public safety over there, our Sheriff, Paul Miyamoto, our Police Chief, Bill Scott, and our Fire Chief, Janine Nicholson. I also know a beloved member of the Irish community is here today with us, the former parade director, Kathleen Manning. And a special shout out to residential builders. Sean Keegren is joining us as well. And the co-chair of the Sister City Committee, thank you, Dermot Philpott, for being here. And finally, I know that I served as Grand Marshal a while ago, but I still feel like every single year I'm passing the torch. And I want to say to Tom Hunt and his family for the work that he's done coming to San Francisco in 1979. developing his own company, but more importantly, continuing to be a source of inspiration and giving back to the community and making sure that you are supporting your 140 people workforce, as well as the exciting soccer field on Treasure Island that I'm looking forward to the opening. Thank you for your work and congratulations. I want to also recognize the family of Michael Murphy, who's joining us here today, and to let you know his memory is being recognized during this time as an honorary member, an honorary Grand Marshal. We appreciate your work and your commitment as well to public service. During the Grand Marshal dinner, I had a chance to also meet his son, who serves as a member of the San Francisco Police Department. So thank you all so much for being here today. So much excitement, so much rich history, and so many amazing people. And as I said, Unite SF is a part of the theme this year. So as we celebrate, it's about bringing communities together. It's about remembering our challenging times, but also recognizing that San Francisco and our Irish community represents resilience, coming out of the storm and out of the challenges and emerging stronger and better than ever before. So many of you who are joining us here today with your own stories of resiliency and your own stories around coming to San Francisco, whether it's Cork or other places, in order to make a life for yourselves and your families. We know at that time it was not easy. But today we are here with over 67,000 people who are of Irish descent here in San Francisco, who, as our former Fire Chief Joanne Hayes White talked about, in terms of people who served as politicians, in public service, as police officers and firefighters, people who have established their own businesses as construction companies, engineering, and many people who helped lead and build the city and county of San Francisco. So today, as we raise the flag, we acknowledge and recognize that history, that resiliency, and that strength in order to move our city forward. And I want to ask the Lord Mayor of Cork, as well as our Consul General, to come forward to accept the official proclamation that cements this relationship every single year when we host this event. We will officially proclaim it Irish American Friendship Day in the city and county of San Francisco. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. News alert. There has been a significant change. It is now officially Irish American Heritage Month in San Francisco. And to celebrate the month, we're going to light City Hall up in green tonight, so make sure you come back to get your pictures. And on the 16th, the day that we host one of the biggest St. Patrick's Day parades in the United States, we're going to light City Hall up in green that night too. So make sure you look out, get your pictures, and join us, and let's have a wonderful time. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mayor Breed. And now I'd like to ask the Consul General from Ireland, Micheál Smith, to come on up and give some remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Le Féile Podrick Chonaíomh a Cuairde. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Here we are, celebrating St. Patrick's Day on this fine, soft Irish day in the wonderful setting of this great hall. It's a great honor. Thank you. Today, as we raise the Irish flag over San Francisco City Hall, we celebrate not only our Irish heritage, but our connection to this great city, to a home of a wonderfully rich mix of peoples, where there's unity in variety, there's comfort in diversity, and there's a shared heritage of pioneering innovation, success, failure, and resilience. a city that has long been home to the Irish, a community that has helped build and shape and forge many relationships in this multi-ethnic city. Thank you, Mayor Breed. I was jealous last year of your sash. I remain jealous this year. And I know there's various degrees of jealousy. People are jealous of the Lord Mayor's chain as well, and I don't think anyone's jealous of my jacket. But Mayor, I've witnessed the work that you have done for the peoples across this city and for us in the Irish community, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for making this day so special, this season of St. Patrick's Day so special for us in the Irish community. And I want to thank your team, Miriam, Marone, Liston, and Sean, and everyone involved in City Hall that makes it work day in, day out. Thank you to the supervisors. We had a great day in front of the board yesterday. I really appreciate that. Thank you to Supervisor Stephanie for the libations later on in City Hall. It will continue, ladies and gentlemen. To Liam Frost and the Board of Directors of the United Irish Societies, thank you for all your work you do every year to ensure that St. Patrick's Day is celebrated so well in this city. Indeed, thanks to the entire Irish community here. It's a special community that have enriched the relationship, not just with this city, but with this country. And I want to thank you also personally for all the support that you've given to Claire, my family and I over the almost year and a half that we've been here. I'm looking forward to an expanded and diversified parade, as the Mayor has referred to, under the Unite SF theme this year. To the Honorary Grand Marshal, Tom Hunt, very well deserved, Tom. To you and to Mary, you're good people that have made a tremendous impact in this community, in this city, and in this region. Thank you for that. Also, to the family of the Honorary Grand Marshal, Michael Murphy, thank you for being here, and it's a beautiful honour that is given every year to the Honorary Grand Marshal. It's another big year for the Irish in this city, in this region. It's 40 years of the sister city relationship, and I'm delighted that the Lord Mayor and the delegation are here. That underlines the importance with which they take this relationship. There's significant progress in the new cultural centre in the Sunset, Project 2025. There's progress with the development of a famine memorial, and we also have the USGA National Championships, the biggest championships that we have in Gaelic Games in the United States, taking place here in this city in August. Come along and you might see me play as well. This is also a year that marks the 100th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Ireland and the United States. It's a very special relationship, and we'll talk more on that over the coming days and weeks. Indeed, St. Patrick's Day itself, it's a very special time for us. It offers a unique chance to promote Ireland and the Irish connections and relationships around the world. We've just concluded a decade of centenaries, which mark key milestones in the political development of Ireland, the island of Ireland. Some dark, some light, but we've marked that over the last 10 years. This year, our St. Patrick's Day theme is looking at Ireland in the future and Ireland's role in the world in the future through the lens of our youth. And that will be our theme, the Irish government theme, across the United States and across the world this year. But for now, much more importantly, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy ourselves today, and let's enjoy ourselves for the next few weeks. Again, thank you, Mayor. I really appreciate it. Le féile Pádraig Chona Díobh. Gur míle maith agad. Thank you.
I'd now like to, it was a perfect segue, I'd now like to introduce, we have two performances today. Our first performance is by Celtic Voices. Enjoy. Thank you very much to Celtic Voices. Let's give them another round of applause. And next, it gives me great pleasure. I was speaking with Mary Jo Murphy, who has been established in business, like Mayor Breed said, longtime business owner in San Francisco since 1963, the year before I was born. The Murphy School of Dance, led by Mary Jo Murphy. Thank you to the Murphy School dancers. Another round of applause. The mayor asked if I would give a step or two. Maybe after an Irish coffee I will, but not quite as good as the young performers we just saw. I'd now like to ask the Lord Mayor of Cork, who I had the pleasure to meet last night, Kieran McCarthy, to come and join me at the podium. Welcome.
Dear Mayor London Breed, dear members of the Board of Supervisors and dear Cabinet members of Mayor Breed and dear executive members of San Francisco City Hall and dear my Cork delegation that I've brought, and dear Micheál and Jen and dear honoured guests and my dear friends. Thank you so much for hosting us at this very, very important cultural event. And my dear friends, I just have three messages, if I may. And firstly, as we raise Ireland's flag to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, this act of raising holds much meaning, from reflection, remembrance and celebration of Irish culture to the power of belonging and the power of identity. In particular, our event evokes many stories and journeys of Irish people across centuries of time, and our event reflects upon the pathways forged by Irish diaspora, and our event reflects upon their resilience, their ambition, their rebel attitude, their community building mechanisms, and it reflects upon their deep sense of pride and their deep emotional bonds, and above all, their strong sense of hope, and for not giving up in the face of walls of challenges. My dear friends, ultimately, there is so much to learn from such stories, and that's my first message. We need to keep learning from those stories, and not just from the Irish diaspora stories, but the other diaspora stories right across the world, and not just here in San Francisco, but across the world as well. And my dear friends, my second message is how our twinning has brought us on an important journey in democracy, which I spoke about to the Board of Supervisors yesterday. And Mayor Breed, in a world where there are threats to democracy, our partnership is a strong symbol of hope, or a lighthouse of opportunity. And for me, those opportunities, that togetherness, it matters more so than ever before. In a very divided world, solidarity and unity matters more so than ever before. Indeed, the story of our twinning is one of bringing people together, connecting people up. It has inspired, encouraged and enabled people to pursue projects of mutual benefit, and there's been many, many projects over the last 40 years. And I'd also like to thank the San Francisco-Cork Twinning Committee for all their hard work, and I know they work closely with yourself and your executive here as well, for their hard work and volunteerism. And so my second message in truth is that we've pursued many projects over the past 40 years, since Dianne Feinstein and the Lord Mayor way back 40 years ago, John Dennehy, signed the agreement. And John Dennehy is sick in hospital in Cork at the moment, and we send him our best wishes, but also to rest in peace, that we will always remember Dianne Feinstein as well, for all her work and all her work in international diplomacy and international democracy. But there's still much to do. I think we need to continue our journey together. There's many roads ahead of us in resolving challenges and building opportunities. And my third message, my dear friends, is to add to the festivities here. In preparation for the 40th twinning anniversary, a song has been stuck in my head, and it's called A Song for Ireland. But its lyrics and sentiment can be adopted to the beautiful scenery and friendliness of San Francisco. Indeed, the song spent several weeks in the charts in Ireland in 1984. And so I'm going to sing two verses of this, and this is dedicated to you, and I've no doubt other mayors have sang here, but here's hoping. So, the people in the audience who are from Ireland, if you know this, you need to sing it. Walking all the day near tall towers where falcons build their nests, and silver-winged they fly. They know the call of freedom in their breast, and saw blackhead against the sky where twisted rocks they run down to the sea. And living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland, and talking all the day with true friends who try to make you stay, and telling jokes and news, and singing songs to pass the night away, and watch the Cork salmon run like silver dancing, darting in the sun. And living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland, and I sang a song for Ireland. Thank you so much. To conclude, dear Mayor Breed and my dear friends, let us reflect upon the meaning, stories and learnings from the raising of this flag. Let us continue, and we've even renewed our journey together in our sister city relationship, and let us remain true friends, as the lyric says in the song. A sincere and heartfelt thank you once again for the opportunity to address you in this beautiful, beautiful People's Palace. Gurmila Mágah.
Thank you, Mayor McCarthy. If ever you tire of politics, I know you could go into the entertainment industry. And I would imagine that might be the first mayor that's serenaded a seated mayor. Is that right? Beautiful, beautiful, charming. Before I call up the next speaker, there is someone that I wanted to introduce who had Liam Frost's job a while back, and that is someone that I've known since I was a little girl. He was friends with my family, my father, and a wonderful public servant, and that is retired Deputy Chief, former President of the United Irish Societies, Dermot Philpott. Please stand, Dermot. Thank you. Thanks for all that you've done for our city. And I love this city because I always say big city, small town. And Teresa, I'm going to ask you to stand because I went to high school with his daughter, Teresa, at Mercy High School. So we're getting close toward the end of the program, but I'd like now to make sure we acknowledge and introduce Liam Frost, who does a great job as our president of the United Irish Societies. Liam.
Of course, I get to follow the talented singer and all these polished speakers. I am the president of the United Irish Societies of San Francisco. Dermot was my predecessor. He's the polished speaker. But I do want to say, wow, 173 years the Irish have been celebrating. And as it was brought to our attention, it's no longer the St. Patrick's Day. It's the St. Patrick's Day season for the month of March. And that could only happen from about 174 years ago. People like ourselves and with you decided to get together and celebrate their Irish heritage. And it could only last for this many years because we have mayors like London Breed who welcome us, who have this flag raising and do everything they can to help us put on and celebrate our parade. So Mayor London Breed and her staff of Marone Foster and our staff of Kevin Birmingham to help organize all this. And then the Consul General, Michal Smith, and Jennifer Chadwick, his vice consul. It's all these people that make this last, this 173 years. I'd also like to thank Supervisor Catherine Stephanie for putting on the reception today, again, to continue our traditions, and then her staff of Joey Nevin and Joe Taboni for organizing it. And now I'd like to ask Chris to come up. I would like to present the mayor with a little token of our appreciation for inviting us and having this. It's a Balik vase from Ireland. There you go. With this on the shelf, So pretty. Now for the parade. Every year this goes off. It's kind of like a wedding. The only people that know where there's a hiccup is the people that are putting it on. And we had Kathleen Manning doing it for years, and now we have James Quinn. I'm not sure James understood how much work it is, but I want to say thank you to James and his family for allowing him to do all that work. As well as the whole board of United Irish Societies. I was handed this board, and it's like being on a big ship, and all I have to do is stay out of the way, and they do all the work, and every year, everything gets done. The visits to the hospital, the Robert Emmett Day, Kate Kennedy Day, and now we're looking to add the Rosa Tralee Committee to one of our events to make that a little bit bigger. And we're hoping next year we'll get more people out there to support the Rosa Tralee. To put on this parade, we need a lot of help from the city. And we got Nick Chapman with the SFMTA, Park and Rec Phil Ginsberg and Shauna Bogetz, his staff. And then, of course, Chief Janine Nicholson from the Fire Department and Chief Bill Scott from the San Francisco Police Department. We're going to be asking a lot of them on the 16th to do the work to keep us safe, and we appreciate it. You know, and they're the bosses, but we also had face-to-face with Captain Eric Kim from Central Station, Captain Jason Sawyer from Northern Station, and their staff of Sergeant Toby Moore, Greg Burchard, and Sergeant Adam Shaw. When we have these meetings and we're sitting across the table, these are the ones that get it done for us. This is why it's been going on for 173 years, and I appreciate the city employees taking care of us. So once again, thank you. I'd like to congratulate and thank our Grand Marshal, Tom Hunt, and his wife, Mary, and our honorary Grand Marshal, Michael Murphy, and their family. It is a huge honor to be the Grand Marshal of the San Francisco St. Patrick's Day Parade. But it's also a lot of work, and we ask a lot of these people. Most of these guys are the ones that want to be in the background. We ask them to go on TV. We ask them to give speeches, and they're always, not me, but they do it, and we appreciate it. But that's why we're honoring people just like that. And as our past fire chief, Joanne Hayes White, said, this is a small town. I went to Holy Name Grammar School. She talked about Mercy High School. And Mike Murphy's kids went to Holy Name, a few years behind me, but they are Panthers for life. And I worked with Mike Murphy, Mike's son, at Bayview Station. So this is a small town, and it's amazing that I get to be up here and be able to honor people like them. So thank you. And as always, I have to thank my wife. I get a lot of phone calls this month. It continues on, and she just kind of looks at me, rolls her eyes, says, "Okay, honey." The support I get from her is amazing, and I appreciate and love my wife. And I want to give a shout out also to every board member's spouse, because they're in the same boat. So thank you. This is the season to celebrate being Irish, and I invite everyone to become Irish for the season, and let us unite San Francisco. Thank you.
Thank you, Liam. This concludes this part of the ceremony. There are some refreshments just beyond the stairs, maybe an Irish coffee or two. And I know, again, the generosity of Supervisor Stephanie just down the hall. You always open your door, and we really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Breed. And I was going to say, I wanted to just congratulate again personally Tom Hunt and your family as Grand Marshal. It's a wonderful experience. And as well to Michael Murphy and his family. Thanks for all of his contributions to our city. Before we conclude, and thank you, Mayor, for the reminder, I did want to call back just briefly Celtic Voices, if we could have you come up and accept this certificate. Mayor. Hi, Mayor. And this is Mary McKeever, who oversees Celtic Voices. And I'm going out on a limb. Mary, are you still principal at St. Philip's? Okay, last time she checked. So wonderful principal at St. Philip's Grammar School. And next, Mary Jo Murphy and Murphy School of Dance.
You guys did a great job.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Month. Thank you, Mayor Breed. Good job.